Good evening, guys, and welcome to BoA TV for tonight's race. And tonight we are at Valencia for round 2 of Gt3 Sunday Season 16. And this week I have in the box none other than my sexy co-host, TJ. Evening, mate. Hello. Yep. Yes, mate, we are.
It, and it's an absolute pleasure to be part of the BoA extended family. So congratulations to Roy and the team. But yeah, we're here for Valencia, mate. An odd track.
Yes, yeah, I've been doing some practice laps myself this week, and yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. You can definitely tell it's made for motorbikes, not
Bikes, yeah.
not big old GT3 cars, but
No, it's not, is it?
no, but it does make for interesting racing because there's a lot of trail braking needed, which can always catch you out during the 60 minutes of the race. Yeah, we are running a little bit earlier due to F1 clashing, and we'd have lost quite a few drivers, so we moved things forward a little bit.
I would have been here.
30 cars tonight. 30 cars. Oh, actually, one of them is
30,
me,
yeah.
so it's 29. Which
Yeah,
not bad at all.
14 corners separate the losers from the winners in this track. Like you said, it is a bike track, meaning there's a lot of very, very, I'd say, slow and narrow corners here. So passing is definitely going to be a challenge, and the drivers are going to have to really pick and choose their position almost perfectly if they're going to go for the pass, because I say there are limited places here. Not that it's not impossible, but limited.
But, the bronze drivers are out at the moment. So whether if you finished in bronze last season, or you are new to the league, you start in bronze. And then the more experienced silver and pro drivers will go out after the 15-minute mark, where the pro drivers in red will no longer be permitted to complete another lap. But,
Some not exceptionally sunny weather here in Valencia. Tonight a bit overcast. The clouds may break, they may not. I don't think we've got any rain forecast for tonight's event, so it should be a dry race throughout. Top time at the moment, obviously qualifying still quite a bit to go, is a 1:38.25 from number 25, McLaren Cazelli. That's a new name for me. So yeah, times on the boards. It's now time for everyone to beat.
yeah, we do have a lot more new drivers. So we've got leading at the moment Zoni raced with us a couple of races last season, but Lodge and Matthew, they joined us from GDC, very quick drivers. So be interesting to see where they end up throughout the season. Mr. Jones fell down, I think, in 20th in the eventually last week.
Really?
Yes, so he's got a lot of catching up to do. Cyril took the first win of the season. Excuse me, got a bit of indigestion.
See, that's you rushing your dinner, mate. You shouldn't be rushing your dinner. You should be taking your time. Saying that, mate, I absolutely smashed bangs of mashed in my throat here, so I can make it on time.
You smashed sausages, did you?
Sausages. Sausage. Yeah. No jokes, please. No jokes.
So next come across the line is Richmond. He's in 5th at the moment in the Audi, the only Audi I believe out there this weekend. Car 202 is next. That is Barfield in the BMW. Where does he put himself? Let's get your stream actually, mate.
Yeah, stream's up, mate. Stream's up. So Valencia, also known as the Circuit Ricardo Tormo, or Circuit de Valencia, is the official name for this track. Built in 1999, just over 4k long, which is 2.48 miles. It doesn't look that long, but it is long enough. I find with this track is that if it's an hour-long race, it does feel like an hour-long race, because you've got to really work hard, especially in that middle sector. Really got to work hard to keep the momentum up.
Yeah, apologies, guys. Bear with me 2 seconds. Just getting CJ.
So as Roy's sorting that. So yeah, Caselli's still running with the 130.825 just off. There's another new driver, Lodge, the 69 Mercedes. He's 0.2 down. You've got Matthew, another 200s behind that.
Evening, CJ. John, sorry.
Evening, John, mate. How you doing, buddy? Good to see Barfield returning again. PlayStation driver. Looks like you got Bawarski, another PlayStation driver. Nice to see a couple of guys in there. Barfield up with 2.5 of the current times at the moment. He was kind of mid pack, mid third, bottom of the kind of middle third of last season. See what you can do this season. But I think this is a track that's definitely going to test the guys out there. Can't really push as hard as you would like, with the track being very, very flat. Well, there's corners on this track could really do with just a little bit of camber to help the cars get round it. But it's flat, it's what we've got, so it's what we're racing.
Gobble mighty. He's prone with his Boise laugh. Could hear him bloody in here. Right. Alright, car 42 is next to come around to complete a lap. That is B. Matthew. I think he's more affectionately known as Benji in the chat.
Benji? Wasn't that a dog from the 80s show, Benji?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I've missed your
old
random
anecdotes. You old boys out there. I'm sure Benji's a dog from the 80s. I'm actually going to Google that. That was random, I know. But...
Oh, I just realised there's no game volume. Let's throw some engine noises into the mix.
No, it was a film from 1974. There we go.
So, currently, Zolly leads Lodge by 2 tenths. Matthew in third. And Borowski, Bokovsky in fourth place. Richmond in Kowski, yep. Brumet, Barfield's just taken sixth from Brumhead. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that incorrect, but...
Bawarski?
No, Brumhead.
Brumhead. Meat?
Brumhead. Oh, Benji just taken a big chunk of curb. I don't think that's going to help his time in the Ferrari. Apparently the Ferraris and the McLarens are the car to be in around here. I'd argue the Porsches could be pretty strong as well. 2 of them out there. Kane and Gross in the Porsches out there. Matthew still 420 off. 223 just across the line. Borowski, no improvement from him. And just behind them, car 36 is Brumet and no improvement. Dropped down to 240. That's Hallam in the Ferrari.
Hallam.
Loose on the exit. Down. Loose on the exit. Does he improve? No. He does improve slightly. Training cars behind him. Oh, he's get off the racing line. Well, I'd argue that Roach should have clocked what was going on there.
Yeah, I mean, he was pulling on towards the wall when he had the rest of the track to get past him. He'd obviously just try to steal that little bit slipstream to help him on the lap. Any kind of dynamical advantage is obviously searched for. Interesting to see how the forwards do at this track, actually. Really good in a straight line, crap on the brakes, and it can be an absolute bitch to rotate.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen a lot of over rotation.
Valencia,
A lot of over rotation.
with the track like Valencia, it's going to be just see if they can tame it enough to be competitive. When you look at the field out there, it's going to be a tough call for the guys driving the forwards today.
Yep, can't have it all your own weight. Speed and good handling. Sacrifice one or the other.
Because the line does not improve.
No improvement. Brumhead just behind. Does he improve? No, he's still 2 seconds off the pace. So their first lap's looking like they were their fastest lap. On board with Pedro now in a lone GTR.
Behind Pedro, you got Roach behind Pedro.
Definitely given the corner wide berth there. No improvement. Roach behind him. No improvement from him either. Nobody's improving. Both Barfield next.
Barfield. Oh, I get a slight over rotation. Last corner there. Still sits in 8th spot. Next one will be car 420, Gas Johnson, 3.173 comes down. Oh, that's a terrible exit, last corner. Sorry, guys. I think you took that a little bit sharp, which scrubbed any speed off that you had. He's sitting 12. Any improvement, unfortunately.
On board with our pole sitter currently, Cazelli.
Cazelli, is that what it is? Cazelli.
I'd say so. Does he improve? He does. 30.6, and that's it for him. 2 minutes remaining for the bronze drivers. We're looking for Borowski now. Makes his way towards the line.
John, I think that's been there really well, mate. I think it was in the pit stop menu. You can, but from what I understand, it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work, the tyre pressure thing. Yeah, 30.6, there you go. I don't think we're running 30.6 on the current track conditions. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong, but it seems a little high. Yeah, just a little bit. So we've got just under, is it 15 and 15 this season, isn't it?
Yes. So there's just over a minute
and a half.
For the
pros,
amateur drivers. Technically, none of them are pros because none of them get paid for this. Johnson,
Richard coming over.
Carries way too much speed into the final corner.
Richmond stays in 6th currently. Looks like Gaz is. Yeah, Gaz in the pits. That's him. Next car of the line is going to be.
Hallam. He improves, gets up to 11th.
Who's that? 69. 69 is just overtaking something.
Yeah.
So Lodge in the final corner. Just a little bit wide.
Kane.
0.37 down.
I think he improved.
Takes off. Yeah, improves still 0.193 down. Improvement there. Car 233 down. Borowski.
Pits. 36. Brumhead. No improvement. Got time for one more lap.
Sticking at it.
So we need to keep an eye out for any drivers crossing the line.
Obviously, you're coming. Put down his last time. Can he improve on 130.6? He cannot.
Still got time for one more if he so chooses.
Yeah, he's going for it. But looks at.
Looking at car 260 Lovell at the moment. Not seen him so far. One of the Mustangs we're speaking about. 202 next. Barfield in the BMW. No improvement for Barfield. 747. I think that's Supergas into the pits as we see the pro drivers. So now no one can start a lap. These are the final laps from these drivers.
Yeah. Car still on track.
Car 36 will be the next. That is Brumhead.
Legit. There's the middle sector here. This is where you're going to lose the time at Valencia. This one here. Go too fast, you're going to basically push out wide and scrub any time you've got. go too slow and you lose that momentum that's going to carry you around the track.
So,
pushing it up.
Bromhead entering the final corner. Very tricky to spot your braking. Car just wants to spin round on you. Look, can he improve? Just under 2 seconds off the pace. Does improve. And that's his session over.
Race leader comes round turn 14.
Don't do another lap, please. Don't do another lap. Car 25 next. That is Zolig. Can he stretch his lead? Does not.
Stays the same.
And then car 42.
Yeah, he's pulling over. Good luck.
No improvement from him, and into the pits he comes. 260 next. Should be the final one.
That's the level.
And he does improve, gets himself up into 8.
Does.
So we have a bit of a breather as the pro drivers come around on their outlaps. So we look at Zelly, Leeds, Lodge for the front row. Second row currently is Matthew Barkowski. Don't know. Kane is on the third row with Broomhead, Richmond, Lovell, Barfield, Pedro, Hallam, Roach, and then last but not least, Mr. Johnston. And now we wait for the pro drivers to come around.
So car 23, Nick Hefty, aka Magic Sfax, is the cars leading the pros out here, looking to put their first and best times down. Get that lap banked, and it gives them a goal, a target to push, and obviously dominate. I think track position here is going to be absolutely key for the qualifying. Very easy to get bottled up with traffic. If there is an incident here in one of the slow corners, the potential for car damage and the lost position is very, very high.
Well, the only one I see causing himself a problem is Mr. McVitie. Strangely enough. He's right on the back on Cyril, but Cyril will drop in. But yeah, he's put himself right in the middle of Ben and Cyril, two of the fastest guys out there. But Mr. Sfax next to come around to start a lap. Sorry, I was going to say something. But
Yeah, I said that. So for me, from racing this track, I think the toughest corners of this track are 4 through 5. Really slowed it. They've got to really slow down, not push too hard there. I'd say 10, 11, and 12. For me, the problematic parts of the track.
Yeah. So just getting our riding times. Sorry, yeah.
It's 10, 11 is kind of like. Oh, sorry, go.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, no, we're getting our first time, so Cyril's just slotted himself into third place there. Car 13, Rob Sexton's got himself into 17th. Car 89 next, where does he put himself? Up into 14th. I think that was Stapley
into 8th.
Car 7 next. See where he pops himself. That is Mark Browning into 13th.
Yeah, cars.
Next door, mate. Sorry, I saw a gap.
10, 11. So yeah. So 10. So it turns 10, 11. If you look at the track map, it just looks like it's almost kind of a really gentle curve. It's almost like an extended double apex. You want to push really hard through 10 and 11. 11 is extremely hard braking in a right turn. If you've got a car that's going to over rotate, you are going to lose the back end there. You've not got the balance. So I think I'll be keeping an eye on sort of 10 and 11 and see if there's any daredevil pass opportunities from anyone that can maybe capitalise on someone else that actually kind of messes it up.
FD's just gone into second place. Cyril's just taken pole position.
30.5.
Jones up into 5th. See who popped a lap in there. Car 27, that is Gross in the Pulse.
Gross.
No improvement from the Pulse.
So 9th, car 98 next.
Prong Star in Mercedes. Don't think he's got a lap there.
13, Sexton. It's at 24th. No improvement there.
89 just went into 10th. on McDonald. He's coming through now. Where are you? I can't even see McDonald.
Ronan just jumped up to 12th. Brown defence was only 1.6 down. It just got immediately pushed into 13th there. Pushed him out. Now 69.
Ruger invalidated his lap there. Is there an improvement behind him? That is Kennedy in 12th place. Savio Jr. next.
27th.
Ah, okay. Right, okay.
John G coming over to lock a lap in.
He's got some connection issues.
No lap from John there.
He's disappearing from the from the track. That's not going to be ideal for the cars following. But he puts himself up into 7th. Decent lap from McVitie. 777. 9th place for the Ferrari. And then we've got Gross. No improvement again from Gross.
Sean coming over.
He's into the pits.
Sean's in the pits. Yeah, pitch out. Now 13 next to come over, which will be 6th then. Looking to improve. 3.2 down the current pole. Jumps up to 19th. Takes over a second. Takes 1 point. Just under 1.2 off his previous time. Good result there. Our 40 to come over the line next.
No. Can only really cover the top 21. Car 33 has just invalidated his lap. That is Cyril. Ruger, I think, maybe pushing a little bit too hard in the BMW. He's taking an interesting line there.
Who's?
Ruger. Keeps going wide off the exit.
Jumping over Ruger.
I'm trying to get a bit of pickup or something. I don't know, it's weird.
You can push really wide on the entry to turn 1 and on the pit exit, wider than you think actually.
Yeah, no, this isn't that. It's just he keeps coming in and then going left.
What corner?
Off the last corner, then he goes down left on the straight.
Okay. I'm on board with them now.
He's going through. Still 7 tenths off. Got Jones up his booty. Sexton's got a bit of a train behind him. He's down in 21st at the moment. Some of the pro boys struggling out there. Oh yeah, something's gone wrong there because Beso's silver, not pro. Oh, I think it's because he's giving us the wrong number.
9, 10 and 11. It's a really hard break for this right-hander. That's what I was talking about. Ruger takes it quite gentle through there. And at turn 12, 2 sausage curves to contend with there. But I'm going to miss the first one on the right.
No improvement for Browning. Cyril Cole towards the line. It says it's invalidated, but it's been wrong before. And it was. He's just taking another 10th out of his own time.
Ruger stuck to the normal line there, mate. On not that lap anyway, so maybe it was just having issues. Everything turns. He is blinking.
That's look that he keeps switching off. Keeps
flicking now.
Alright, so Jones is next across the line. He's got McVitie behind him this time. No improvement from either driver.
I think there'll be some from Ant there. Getting a nice slipstream from Ben.
He's going to hurt the rest of his lap though. You're in the washy air. It's damaging to your time. You struggle to hit the apex. You have to drive even more aggressively.
Yeah. Next to the line is going to be car 777, which is D Hatcher in the Ferrari. Currently sat in 9th spot, 1.196 down on the pole. No improvement there.
Improvement for Sexton either.
Yeah. R27, Zachary Gross, Porsche. At 11th, jumps up to 9th, takes 100th off his time.
Very tight in that midfield.
33 next. Cyril.
Cross, no improvement. Ruger next. No improvement. Car 89. Huxley. No improvement. No improvement behind him. It does seem like
Track's evolution seems to be plateauing.
I think it's that. I think it's the tyres go off after the second lap, but then your tyre pressures won't just come into you on that lap.
See, I think a lot of this is to do with how flat the track is, mate, because you've not got that camber in the corners to carry you around. Cars, essentially, you know, your tyres are flexing in the direction to keep the grip. I think that's where you're losing the tyre wear.
Ball with Hatcher now, 10th place. Exiting the penultimate corner. Second gear. Cut as much as the curb as legally as possible.
Sexton behind him.
Line. What can he do? Can he improve? No, he can't. Sexton behind him.
Still stays where he is in 21st.
And Kennedy, I think, behind him. No, Staples behind him. So we've got 3 minutes remaining. Car 59, Ruger next.
Ruger.
What can he do? Can he push himself up into the top 10?
That was at 1.2 down. No move there.
Gained.
Blue. Still sat in 12th. Composed with Nick 3.35 down on the current pole sitter in third. So they can settle for the second row at the moment.
Paul next. Having a torrid time out there, down to 23rd.
What's going on?
That's like Paul. Jones down in 6th. Definitely changing in the guard, I'd say. Yeah, wait. Oh, Hatcher getting it wrong there. That's going to invalidate his lap. He's going to have time for 2 more if he gets round quick enough.
So we've got... Sure, Rob's going to be kicking himself. He's currently sat in 22nd, 2.1 off the qualifying leader at the moment. BMW's not really working for him today, not the quality at the moment. Looking to try and catch up with the other BMW, which is BoA Basso. He's 2 places ahead of him. So where's BMW?
Gross sitting in 9th place. Decent performance for the Porsche. Cyril next. Can he extend his lead? No, he does not. Ruger is just behind him. He does improve up to 8th.
8th bottom, yeah.
Huxley next.
Jump that. Kennedy coming.
No
Stage where he's in
improvement
14th.
23, that is Spax. Can he improve? No, he can't. So,
John G. No improvement for John G. Still sat in 18th spot. Just over 60 seconds to go here, qualifying. Gt3 Sunday round 2. We are at Valencia, and this is the BoA's 5th birthday. So jump in the chat, wish the boys all the best. 5 years of dominated racing on assetto corsa, on console and PC. So yeah, wish them the best. Birthday mixtures a glow.
Hatcher really struggling with that fast chicane. Yes, it's... Yeah,
chicane?
There is... Yeah.
The main 10, yeah.
Right and left.
Yeah, 9-10.
And no improvement as Sexton comes across. No improvement once again. Most of the drivers are in the pit now. So,
yeah.
Only a handful out there. Gross, no improvement. Yeah, it's been very quality. No improvement again.
Some of the times are quite close though, mate. Some of the times there's not really much in it.
There's no movement at the moment. It's like, yeah. So Huxley's first to complete the session. Hatcher is not him. Must be Spax coming behind, and he did improve,
yeah,
I think. But
Spax, that's him blocked into 3rd at the moment. 4-4. Savio Jr. in 24th, Staten 24th, 2.288 off the pace. That leaves Car 777, 80 to finish the qualifying.
Yep, on board with catch up. He managed to negotiate that tricky curve in the centre.
Uphill section, yeah. Nice exit the last one though.
And
He's
into
binned
it.
it. He's binned it.
Well, what can Jones do?
He's...
Can he grab 7 tenths from somewhere? I mean, he's going to take something. He's going to
not racing like that.
Way too much of that curve.
Mate.
And that is the session over. So well done, Cyril, on taking his second pole, I believe. Caselli in second, followed by Spax, Lodge, Matthews, Jones, McVitie, Ruger, Barkowski. Top 10 is finished off with Gross.
So, Cyril's fastest lap was actually his third lap. Interestingly, second lap, he got the purple first sector, purple second sector. But he only got purple sector in his third lap, and that was his fastest lap. So obviously the third sector seems to be where he's making the time up, compared to others. There's almost 2 seconds to his fastest lap. No lie. Over 6 seconds to his fastest lap and his slowest lap. So there you go.
Cool. Any standout or shock performances out there? You have to say Briggs is a bit of a shock, down to 20th. Just saying he was struggling. In the top 10, you kind of would expect him to be up there now, don't you? Ruger did well to make 8th place.
I'm shocked at 6th actually. I thought it'd be a little bit higher. Maybe it's just the track not working for him.
Who's Sexton? I just don't.
Yeah.
I've not seen him practice, so practice is a big key to this, especially a track like Valencia that's not etched into your muscle memory.
What's interesting tonight, I'd say, we've got 3 BMWs in the top 10. Now, the sort of track I would say this would be a Ferrari track, but it seems to be working well for the 3 individuals. I've got the Beamer kind of tuned in. So yeah,
got 3 Beamers, 3 Ferraris, Merc, Aston,
and a Porsche,
and a McLaren. But earning money, it's hard to sell, to be honest, because if Caselli keeps out of trouble, so last week Spax tagged him and picked himself up a 5-second penalty.
I'm going to keep an eye on Caselli, Lodge and Matthew, because I've not seen them race yet because I wasn't here last week. I want to see how Jones does with these top 5. It's interesting to see Jones in 6th spot. I want to see how the new guys do here, how they manage to kind of hold off the more seasoned guys.
Seconds.
Well, a lot of things have race together, so especially Lodge, Matthews, Cyril, Jones, McVitie a bit, Barkowski's new,
20 seconds.
Yeah, so there's mix of old and new. You'll know roughly how each driver does kind of behave out there. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. I will not go to the replay option this time. So drivers are away. Cyril leads the pack around for the formation lap. Yeah, 5 years today. A Facebook group during COVID, during the height of COVID. A bit of a solitude. Solitude? No, that's not what I meant.
Solitude?
Somewhere for guys to pass the time during lockdown. And over the years, it's been up and down. Right about now, we are looking pretty strong with 30 car grid out there today. Actually, being shocked it's that small, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah, we have 40 now.
I think it certain tracks in it. I don't think this is a track that gets raced a lot.
Yeah, this isn't a league that you can just pick and choose your. If you want to stay anywhere near pro. Although this season we have brought in the worst result is scrapped. So everyone's poorest result of the season will be deleted. And drivers will be able to take a race off as we are approaching the summer months. That makes sense. And those drivers that have a poor performance out there, they get to forget about it. And if they want to race, every race. So,
it's got a controversial one, isn't it?
30 cars out there. Yeah, it's tricky, but you've got to play the numbers game.
So I mean, if you're like, you've got your kind of leading, and then you go, oh, my worst score gets taken off me. Maybe my worst score, but
it's the same for everyone.
That could be points. Yeah, points. Yeah. So it really definitely does mix it up.
Lining up 2 by 2. They enter the entrance to the final corner. Yeah,
plenty of run off here, so
I don't count corners when I'm on track. I have no reference of where I am.
Which of the track map up next?
But yeah, good luck to all the drivers. Let's hope for a clean start. Round 2 here at Valencia.
Green light, give it all you can.
Is underway. Let's see as they approach turn 1. It all seems pretty calm at the moment. Does start to move it back as they approach into turn 1. Cars off the track, but all through turn 1. It's normally turn 2, 3. These sectors complexes, but one looks fairly okay at the moment. Great
door
start.
bashing in the back of the pack here.
Which you'd
wash off track.
expect.
That was
Yeah, there's a couple cars dropped that I've seen. There's 77, 77.
The Porsche, so that was
Hatch up. He's back on the track and around 202, which is Barfield. He's got quite heavy damage on the rear end. So
Grosshop as well, mate. He ended up going wide. Gross has got some time to make up again as he's lost other places that he managed to get in the quality there.
Hatch at the end of the race. And that one. He might not be involved, but I don't know who was involved. But so Cyril leaves Caselli as they exit the final corner, turn 13. Followed by Lodge.
Ruger's track.
Yep, so go mate.
So Ruger was trying to put a move on Matthew there for the last corner, side by side over the line. Ruger's really squeezing him, giving him a little bit as much to move into.
Yep.
Just a bit of line through turn 1.
Oh, Matthew gets it. Big tank slapper there. I think he managed to hold the speed. He does. Back through. At this stage, this allows the rest of the pack to start punching together again, and the front runners to edge away. But quite impressive start to the race. It does look like just the one incident on lap 1 we've got to look at.
Is that with Hatcher?
Yeah. Zelly is all
Barfield,
over.
he's found himself.
He was involved in that incident.
Right at the back, bonnet's flapping about, so it looks like Barfield might be carrying some damage. Way right at the back of the pack.
Joe's got some serious company as well with Spax all over the back end. Spax, for those new to the stream, is FD. Sometimes I do end up calling them by their gamer tags, ends up kind of their nickname. But Cyril is unable to drop Caselli at all, is he? Oh, there's someone off at the back.
Someone big crash back.
Yeah, someone spun. It looked like Hallam, I think.
Car 40 at BMW.
No, 7.
Involved in that as well.
Browning, I can't catch up with him. Yeah, he's back on the track.
Yes, he's stationary. He's moving now.
From what I saw, he got a tank slap up and got collected on the way round.
Yeah, it was
Lodge now having a look at Caselli.
I'm sure it was Savio that tagged him.
This is all going up the front. This is what we wanted to see. We hated to see leaders just put away with it. We want to see him under pressure. Cyril's got 5 cars on top of him. Vitti just behind, with Matthew just behind him.
There's battle going on for 19th here. Hallam, Basso, Savio and 16. Looks like Hallam's just made the move on Basso. Very clean move as well.
Hallam does seem to be improving this season. This is so close at the front. None of them able to break away from each other. Ruger's definitely holding on to this as well. Is that Ruger? No, sorry, that was Jones.
I'm still on board with Basso here. He's literally right under the wing, almost in the driving seat with Hallam. Which is BMW versus Ferraris. They're coming out the last turn.
Yeah,
Hallam did do well.
Duke McDonald just good to just sit there and follow, because he had a disaster of a race last week. I don't think he's going to get the option to just sit there. I guess we see him on your screen. Moves coming.
Hallam's had to break early there. He's still with him. He's still with him. Side by side as they go through turn 3. Hallam covered off turn 4 nicely. Let's just have to wait now. Through 5 up the hill.
That's Pro. Oh, that's me. Idiot.
Yeah, if you wonder, there's 2 S Briggs in the thing. That was a typo from Roy.
Yeah.
One isn't running in 2 cars.
Paul banding himself up into 15th, so he's made a whole bunch of places up. Ross has got to be one of the biggest losers, down to 14th.
He wasn't 70th, mate. He's pulled a little bit back.
Well, he was in 10th, though, wasn't he? After quali.
Yeah, it was the first lap in 70th.
So if you are tuning in, you see that table rolling up. That is driver's fastest lap. So you can see what their laps they are putting in. That is live.
The fuel there. And the Basso Hallam thing, that's looking like it's just going to continue. Until Basso gets close enough, Hallam just manages to place the car exactly where it needs it to be. Prevent Basso making that pass.
Right little ding-dong battle going on in the mid-pack here. Well, this is battle for 10th place. Huxley, Kennedy and Slater. Huxley's just ahead, so it's Kennedy, Slater and Keane. I do apologise. Gaps are forming at the front of the pack though as well.
Oh, Hallam's off. Oh, slight contact with Lovell there as Hallam's come back on the track. It looks like Basso's through. It looked like Harms went too wide. Yeah, he missed his braking. That's allowed Basso through.
Wide goes Kennedy there. Looks like. Yep, he's gone wide again there. It's a Keane. Oh, door to door. One thing I do like about this track, does allow for door to door battling to a degree.
Turn this side by side on some of these corners, really. These corners are really tight. You've got to put all your trust in the person that's actually trying to get past you.
Kennedy's really slow. Kennedy's dropping backwards massively. Just lost about 10 seconds through that last sector. But, let's jump on board with the leaders, see what's going on up here. Cyril leads Cazelli by 7/10. Lodge, Jones and FD all in close pursuit, with McVitie trailing behind by 2 seconds. I haven't watched McVitie because he keeps switching.
Helm's just on the basso again. These guys are just going to be yo-yoing the whole race, I think. So yeah. Let's check it with...
It's good for their safety rating.
Yeah, got Matthews in 7th spot, chasing the ever-present Vicky. The car keeps on my screen anyway, keeps disappearing. Yeah, Matthews getting a bit of a flash of the lights there. I would as well, to be honest with you. I don't know if Ant's aware that his car keeps disappearing. It could cause some issues. Hopefully it doesn't. It definitely could cause some.
I believe drive-throughs will be a factor in today's race. Seeing a lot of drivers running way over the limits.
Some of the track limits on Valencia are
yeah. I raced it earlier.
A lot of leeway in some of the corners.
Yeah, not like turn 1 especially. It's basically where the AstroTurf, as long as you keep 1 or 2 tyres within that white line. The curb. Lovely what's going on now. Oh, we've got a big old train of cars at the back here. John G, Lovell, Hatcher making his way through after his lap 1 incident.
Brown's obviously off the back of the pack. He's in 28th, but he's still at the back. Being caught up in the last corner, turn 14. We'll try and get ever closer to Bromhead. Battle for 17th spot here. You've got Audi, the only Audi on track, versus McLaren. 3 off him.
Jones, speaking of Welsh, Jones is all over. Sfax is all over Jones' backside at the moment.
That's Welsh.
Jones is Welsh.
No, your accent. Is that a Welsh accent?
It's terrible accents on that. They're not my forte.
Sean put pressure on Kennedy for 14th here. Hey, I didn't get to be a prick last week, did I? So I've got to be a prick this week. Oh, did you?
Yeah, first swear of the season. Brought to you by the Scott.
I haven't swore this season, actually.
You just said the P word.
Prick's not a swear.
Yeah, it is. If you refer to PP. Slaves that is all over the back of yeah.
We've got to get kicked up. Bars were slightly wide on turn 1. Looks like, yeah, Sean. He's managed to pull it back though, because Kennedy and Gross are slowing these two up. Going to allow Briggs to close the gap on Kennedy.
That goes deep there. King's got a train and a half behind him. Gross is going to want to get past as soon as possible to get back into the top 10.
Gross is pushing hard, really is pushing hard.
Gross only just missed pro seat last season by a few points. So, because I think he missed the last race of the season at Lords. With a double point
He's having a look.
Has he got it done?
He's definitely having a look.
No.
These corners here, this is 9-10. This is 10, and it's hard braking. You get the car rotate here for 11.
Yeah. Down the first gear. Wait. Full throttle, but don't let the last kick out. It's
and then miss this inside curb. You've got to miss the inside curb. Or just
you've got to run it.
Shove to the left.
Yeah, run it. But you've got to try and keep the car straight and turn it. It's a handful.
Doing that when you're behind the middle of the car is really slow you down for, so you're really on it on the edge.
Great run for Gross it.
Going to make a move at turn 1, is he? Having a look. Looks better of it. He couldn't be any closer to that other Bosch. He really couldn't.
Yep.
He's going to be feeling the pressure. Is King going to buckle? Is he going to buckle or is he going to just maintain?
Great battle, this. So it was close at the front as well. Jones, not as close as that battle is, but Jones under pressure from FD. Right way is lodged from Jones. No change at the summit. Still around about a second between Cyril and Caselli. Definitely to and fro in during the lap between them.
A train going on between Harm Guys, Lovell and Browning right now. Browning all over the back of Lovell. Trying to move up into the 24th spot. That Mustang is a beast in a straight line.
Oh, and King gets that wrong. He's going to force Gross wide though. Oh, did Gross
Lovell's
get it
gone
done?
wide.
Gross got it done. Through he goes, making the most of Keen's mistake there. That is the ideal way to get a move done in GT3 racing, is force the other car into a mistake. But Keen able to keep his sister Porsche behind him.
Looks like Mark Brown's having some difficulty here with Lovell, so Lovell's not much at takeaway, but in the corners Lovell's doing some really mad braking just to get the Mustang under control, and it's kind of putting Mark off a little bit. Mark has caught him on the last corner. Looks like he's got the move done. There's the fight for that. I don't think Lovell's going to take it lightly as he has to look up the inside, going into turn one. Mark cuts back out, Lovell goes wide for a switcheroo possibly. Lovell's got it covered. So these guys going lap for lap.
Slater's managed to catch up with Huxley here. I think this is going to be the beginning of another train, because Huxley does seem a little too slower. The Mustangs are not doing terribly, are they? I mean, Lovell is 24th, but Slater is putting pressure on 10th place. Unfortunately, Slater missed last race.
Off track.
That's John G.
John G is in the wall. Yeah, he's had a crash into the wall. Big damage, John G there. Big crash. Yeah, car's pretty messed up. So Jaws won. He was in 22nd.
Hopefully he managed to do what Luton did and avoid a double relegation. Too soon?
Don't go football. Stop and go for Hatcher. Stop and go for Hatcher. That'll be track limits.
Stop and go. Stop and go.
Spin pit lane.
That will probably.
It's not looking at the plan, is it?
I mean, well, every driver now will score. This is the thing. You're in for a tough afternoon or next 45 minutes. Stick it out, you might end up with 10-20 points. And then,
you can assume this is only the first 15 minutes of the race. There's plenty going on. I'm trying to decide whether Nick FD, if he's pushing or if he's just sitting waiting. It doesn't feel like he's really pushing.
Well, what he doesn't want to do is give yourself a 5-second penalty or catch yourself a penalty. So, I mean, it's not like Jones to report an incident anyway, but you never know, you know what I mean? So, because Spax picked up a penalty last week. Don't believe he lost any positions, but still, it's a risk. And Solly is putting the pressure on Cyril here for the lead.
Let's watch that. Kennedy might look late move on Keane, turn one. Nope. Just wasn't quite close enough. Beat Matthew were the newer drivers. He is currently still in top 10. He's in 7th. He's chasing down Vitti, but he's got a BMW between him, which I think will be the BMW of Barfield. Yes, it is. And G, Mark Brennan in the pits. Hatcher back in the pits for a stop and go.
Got a nice train behind McVitie here. So we've got Ruger, Matthew and McVitie back there for 6th place. Been treated to plenty of trains and battles here. Especially that one behind Keane as Paul's entered that battle now. It looks like he's got the move done on Stapley. 15th Paul from 24th, I believe.
24th to 15th.
Now we've got battle for 10th place between 3 cars. Gross has caught up with Stapley. Sorry, Slater.
Later.
Yeah, that seemed like an absolute nightmare to overtake. 420s off the track. That could be interesting because we've got the leaders on the way round.
Johnson.
Oh, dear, oh dear. Nothing he could do about it. It's just racing. Oh, there's Hallam's off the track and Barfield again. Hallam's jumped to pits as his race over. Barfield.
That's a shame because he was running quite well, Alan. He was getting some good battles in there. Fortunately, B. Matthew under pressure from BoA veteran Ruger. Just trying to take that 7th spot for him. It looks like Matthews, he's doing some really good defending actually. He's placed his car really well. Oh, he's taking that fight out of Ruger one corner at a time.
What's going on there? Okay, so then back markers have dropped Cyril and Thingy it back into back towards. Hold on, who's that? Oh, okay, sorry, no, I get confused with the orange Ferrari. That's not Spax in the mix there. Definitely has dropped him back a little bit into the clutches of Lodge.
Just doing what he can to hold on to the back of that Mustang going to Slater.
Slater dives off
into the pits.
Smart move. Try and get the undercut on these guys. Yeah, tricky pit stop this pit entry as well. You can fly into there, so you don't spot your braking early enough.
Yeah, because there's not the pit entry is quite short as well.
Yeah.
Here full pelt. On the back of Sean for 14th. I'm just trying to make that Mercedes as wide as possible. At the same time, try to chase down Kennedy.
It's alright. Spax had a run on Jones there. They approach Hatcher, I believe that is the orange Ferrari just ahead of him. He's got a bit of pace as well, so he's not. Oh, Spax is really putting pressure on Jones here. Jones is quite a cool customer though, he's not going to be flustered easily.
Traffic ahead.
Yep. But not enough of a problem at the moment. Spax is going to have a really good run out of him.
Look at that Beamer pulling away, man.
Yeah.
That Beamer just pulling away from the Ferrari. Spax, he's not going to miss that for a minute. Just flat out in the slipstream, and the Beamer was still pulling away.
Let's see what happens with the back markers here now. They're not right on top of him at the moment, so not doing anything wrong just yet. So it's not F1. You don't necessarily have to yield. If you are in the middle of racing, you're not racing for anything. You've got a battle for 4th and 5th behind you. Maybe shift it.
I'm on board with Bromhead now. He's trying to do the best to get past Sexton, who's moved up quite a bit actually. He was in the 20s. He's now up to 16th spot. That BMW is holding off the advances of Bromheads in the streaks anyway. In the corners, the McLaren is closing down quite significantly.
Yeah, Brumed's definitely one of them who's, I'd say, is one of the improvers. Yet to finish a race, so it's one of these big problems. St. Hallam.
If you can hold on at the back of Sexton, the back end of this lap as they're going through towards the 9, 10, 11 now, and he could get a really nice slip. He's got to be right on the back of Sexton, Rob, when he comes out of turn 14. If he's to make any move into turn 1.
Not doesn't look as good as he did last season, does he? Was it Alexis?
That's what I was saying.
Last season he
yeah.
struggled. Yeah, last couple of seasons. I know we've been busy with a few bits for that.
This is where he's got a bit of a break. The Beamer pulls away really nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a to and fro with these cars, isn't it? You've got the Ferrari and all its rotation, BMW,
that's just
talk and all that grunt and
it's just so
Kirby.
It's so disheartening. He was on his bumper in the straight, and it just any advantage he's gaining, he's just losing in the straights. He's got too close. Got a super wide turn 1. Yeah. That's a battle that's just going to be as it is at the moment, unless Sexton makes any mistake.
Got another back marker ahead of this battle for 4th place. Looking through, battles are all calming down. We've got a few drivers into the pit. Stapley, Ruger, Stapley's come back 24th after his pits.
It's been a beer celebration of BoA's 5 years. If you just joined the stream, yeah, this club, this community, this group, this presence on online racing is 5 years old today. So huge congratulations to yourself, Lloyd, and the team.
Thank you very much. Been emotional
journey. Mate, it started on podcast 2, mate. SKR days, mate. SKR Motorsport.
Never heard of them.
Wow. You've never heard of them.
What happened to them?
Yeah.
Bromhead's.
He got drunk and closed it down. Yeah. I'll look down.
Oh, nice bag Simon.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I was saying, for any advantage Bromhead gets, he just loses the straight to be able to just goes.
He's got to find something else. He's got to put some fakes on.
He's going to have to force a mistake here, because even if he does get ahead of Sexton's just going to close the gap and do him on the straight. So unless there's a I don't want it to happen, but unless Sexton has some sort of an incident where he has damaged the car and has to pit, whatever, I don't think there's going to be any change to that situation.
Respect to Bromhead though, he's definitely been patient.
Yeah, he's hanging in there, really is.
Savio Jr. closing in as well now.
Kennedy on Keane, that's down to 0.395. Yeah, I will say, looking at Keane on those curbs going up the hill, he's really chucking that Porsche over the curbs. He's very, very confident with the Porsche on the curbs. Even the
Porsche curbs.
Yeah, even the sausage curbs, he was just throwing it over there. The car was responding to him really, really well, whereas Kennedy had to kind of back it a little bit.
Yeah.
So Keane's now on the back of Gaz Johnson, one of the, and that's it. Goes Keane through.
Oh, this is not good for Slater. No, become a back marker.
Jesus, Johnson now.
This is a problem when you try and mess with your pit strategy. You can end up behind other cars, or worst case scenario, the leaders, something you get laps in which you have to back off. You won't be coming in till the next lap, I'd imagine. They'll start coming in.
We are just under the halfway mark here. Valencia round 2 of the Season 16, Gt3 Sunday. You're here with the Diamond Club owner extraordinaire. And yourself?
Fatty man. Oh no.
Filthy little Ewok. Fatty man is what he meant. But I'm neither of those mental soul, dark mind. Wrong podcast. As we see Huxley coming into the pits, car 89 Ferrari, that will be his one pit stop for the race.
It's not the most exciting race, I have to say. Lots of following, but these Beamers are being absolute pains in the arses and not allowing much in the way of overtaking, because any time another car gets anywhere near, it just boots it down the road.
It's a bit of a, what's the word, concertina effect with this track. As you get there, you back off. Just to get there, you back off. It's like Dane. You get there, back off. Oh, drive through for Bromheads.
Oh, just when we were praising him.
That's it. That will be his track, Lewis. I've been pushing too hard.
That was sketchy with Roach and FD.
John's an FD in the pits. We've also got Lovell, Pedro, Roach, on the pitch. Yeah. I think that was a late pit from Roach.
They just all, the other two were coming into the pits as well, but they were travelling a lot quicker.
Was it as late as, was it as close as Max and Kimi?
They hit each other, didn't
I know.
No. They weren't that close, they weren't in each other. So, would it be a case of who jumps first between the lead pair? They've got 3 second
You're
gap.
halfway through. Keep
Yeah.
pushing.
Yep. The car's not on, so I think if Silver's in, I think Zelli will come in. I don't think he'll go for the over. I think he'll definitely jump straight in. I think Lodge might stick out. See, he's 3 seconds down, so I think he might stick out a little bit longer. Biggs is slowly,
it's all he
surely
does.
real.
Does the opposite. Has he got the free track? Does look
So
like
Lynn.
he's got me for air, so free air. So yeah, so still into the pits. Lodge and Caselli carried on. FD's got Jones done in the pits.
I've got you in the pits.
Where's FD?
That's on the pits.
Jones. So Svax is ahead of Jones. He managed to get the position in the pits.
2.4 seconds. We've got Ruger just a little way down the road as well. It's Basso now exiting the pits, Gross the pits, Barski the pits. Keep an eye on Zelli. So currently in the minute. We'll keep an eye on Zelli. When Cyril comes out.
He's on board because then he's not entered the pit yet, so it's all...
No, he's gone through 10 and 11.
Yeah, so
Minute.
what happens after he's pitted. The bit he got is still quiet, isn't it?
In the pits. He's just coming out now.
Having a quiet race, 6th place at the moment. He's got Jones piling in. Oh my word! Oh my word!
Zelli at last 1 hour.
So
I'm heading the pitch.
oh, that was interesting.
Zelli stayed out. Zelli stayed out. So
And he's going to be seething. He's going to want to have had that position. But yeah, Jones must have had a horrendous pit stop.
must have done. This thing is Zelli stayed out, so Zelli's gonna. You'll have to come at the end of this lap. He's gonna have to, because Cyril's gonna be on fresh tyres. Lodge is still 3 seconds behind Zelli, so he's not got that worry. Matthew in the pit. Currently third place. We'll lose that obviously with the pit stop. We've only got seven drivers. Eight to complete their mandatory pit at the moment. Zelly approaching turn 9.
Well, at the moment, Zelly's putting 32 fours, and Cyril's on Lodge is on 32 ones. Cyril is on 37s at the moment.
Oh, Zelly, ugly exit from 11. He lost a bit of pace there. That could cost him. That's the curb on 10. What should I say? So Zelly's at the last corner. Cyril's in second. Zelly staying out. Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's a good idea. Okay, good about Lodge now in the pits. Sexton and Savio Jr. also in the pits.
Okay, right, the graphic on the screen now is for positions. Just changed it for something while we're live. So that's their actual positions. And their best lap times, which have got all the information. So, right, so Lovell's on Browning. Browning not having a great race by his standards.
No, he got involved in stuff at the start, didn't he? Then he got tagged after a car spun into 14, and it's just gone from bad to worse for him, unfortunately. Mark will be not happy with it. Guarantee that. Cyril lost.
Yeah, sorry, got Slater, Huxley, and Bukowski. With Keane just behind. Paul a little bit further back. Richmond behind him.
So,
Gordon.
yeah, Cyril's, yeah.
I could hear you waiting.
No, I was looking at the timings, but Cyril's 52 seconds down. If Zelly gets in, it's going to be very, very close. Very close. On the release. I think Zelly might get out just ahead of him as Zelly goes in now. His pit stop's going to have to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, God.
Bang on the box. What was that? Good feedback. What was that? It's what?
It's TTS, text to speech. There's a link so you can see the live lap times.
Right, starting. Right, Cyril. Exit 11. This is going to be super tight, mate. Super tight.
Lodge is struggling. Spacks all over his rear spoiler.
I think so, unless he starts rolling. It'll be too late. Jelly's just dropped. Cyril's coming to the pit exit.
Yeah, he's going to lose a load of time. That's going to drop into Lodge.
He's through. What happened there?
So,
That's not.
yeah, set his time on the tyres, as you say. And the pit stop is where most people lose time.
Well, I know some of the guys they do, they cut the engine, they roll into the pit box. But then obviously you've got to turn the engine back on and it saves you time. But if you don't get your pit box bang on, you've got that, you can lose like 3 seconds of it, just put your car in position before you can checks it up.
You could lose a good 10 seconds, 10 seconds, just the whole thingy. So yeah, it is a big advantage practicing the pit stops. But this is a battle for the final podium spot. Imagine Spax is all over the back end of Lodge. Evening Galea. Long time no speak. One of the original cluster.
What's this? What's my banner reader?
gaggle.
No, this was still good.
So Spax really putting pressure on Lodge. Who deleted that? Did you delete that?
Yeah.
Good moderator. So Jones 5th place, our 7-time champion. Have a bit of a Lewis moment here, and I think he might struggle to claim his 8th.
He's peaked. Was it just got better guys in this season?
Oh, as Cyril says, he's washed.
Washed.
He's washed.
Ah. Yeah, everybody has the peak. They have to kind of, you know.
That's not what you want to hear when you're in your 40s. You're washed up. You're done.
Yeah, you're washed up. You're done. You're done. Actually, Browning in 23rd, 1.5 seconds off of Pedro in 22nd. Ferrari versus the Sun. Mark's just doing his best to try and just claw back any points that he can after quite an unsteady race for him, unfortunately. It looks like Savio has done not quite. Savio's chasing down 6th, and 6th's dropped down again. He was took himself on 16th. He's now back down into 18th with the pit stops.
Yeah, it's definitely not been the most exciting street. It's been really good battling and clean racing. So yeah, I do get that that toss between being a league manager and a broadcaster. I want the action and the incidents as a broadcaster.
You get to say it, he rants, raves, loses on stream, throws teddies out the pram.
Not today. I've been very impressed by the racing standards. But the last 2 races, from what I've seen, so there will be.
You see racing standard?
Racing standards, yeah.
I agree.
But unfortunately, that leads to what's the word?
Nottingham.
What
are we talking about?
This race. There's not much to talk about.
So, yeah, you do want to crash, you do want the controversy, because it does give something genuine to get our teeth into.
Yeah.
When it is a clean race and everyone's behaving and everyone's doing what they should do, you go, thanks for following the rules, but stop being such a bloody square.
Which
yeah,
I won't say.
It is what it is. I mean, just look at F1. Look at Suzuka. Crofty. Yeah, they really struggled to commentate on the race. And even Crofty was saying, nothing's happening. This has been a really big. It's been just a parade of cars. So when that happens, I find something like mental to think about, which I could bring up. The new game that's just kind of appeared on the scene, and they're already asking for pre-orders, 80 quid. You can ram that with the sun don't shine.
Sorry, we did have a bit of controversy there. Bromed's obviously been a bit of a nuisance somehow. Lodge, Spax, and Jones are on one piece of tarmac at the moment.
Got Project Motorsport, this new game that's been announced. It was going to be called GT Revival.
Sorry for
GT Revival's changed names. And but they're asking £80 as a pre-order. Now, Traxton YouTube channel have done got a good stint on it. And apparently it's going to be a game not for the casual sim racer. It's aimed at the hardcore ones.
Well,
just pre-order? No, I would never pre-order any game. Not these days.
Yeah, not these days.
Standard game.
Right, so we are going into the final quarter of the race. We've got Sexton battling with Ray and Stapley. I didn't mean to go a bit Sean Connery there.
Oh, yes.
And then we've got the battle for 3rd place. Does look like Cyril's going to cement his second win of the season. Definitely looking like the one to beat this season.
So they're all second.
Great racing between these guys. They have been so close for the last.
Well, just doing
15
well, aren't
minutes. Yeah. Well, I say you say that. It's just gone sideways. The last
He hold off. Thinking about a minute. He would just hold him off for a lap. I think it's an achievement, to be honest. I think Lodge is really going to need to hold this for the next quarter of an hour. I don't think he will. I think, as I say, that Sfax goes really wide, allowing Ben to close the gap. Yeah, Lodge is going to have to really work hard to hold on this podium spot, because to have these two guys behind you is a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
I recommend Brumed getting out of the way of McVitie. But he does have a tendency to move obstacles. But he is hurting him right out.
I think Bromhead would.
I think he's yielding now.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, gets a little bit too close there. Yeah, catches Brumed head out as well. Yeah,
It's Costa and a little bit of time there. He's now 3.5 seconds down the road from Jones, so very much out of the battle for fourth at the moment. But the way Lodge is going, he's driving really hard. He's going to be pushing the cars, so that's obviously in turn, I guess, an over rotation at two there. That's going to cost his tyres, because he's trying to put in expensive lines. That's going to chew his tyres up. Kennedy and Briggs going over the line. It's not close enough to make a move.
Yeah, he's
dropped
taking big chunks of time out of him.
A little bit. Yeah.
This is battle in class as well.
Yeah, Kenny closing him quite well there at turn one, and again in turn two.
I think Slater's slowing up a bit, and I think maybe his tyres are going off because he did pit really early.
Sean got a slightly loose there. Yeah, it looks like Kennedy is definitely closing in on Sean on the slower corners. Sean might be struggling to get the Merc to rotate. Matthew. Oof, who was that?
That's Barfield off the track, getting out of the way for people.
Oh. Matthew looking to make a move on the McVitie turn one. Let's look up the inside.
Oh, it does. He's having a look. They're
both sliding.
Oh,
that was a pain trade.
I'm going to argue that was too bold from Matthew from that angle. That did look a bit bold from Matthew. He's now under pressure from Ruger.
I was on board with Matthew there, and it looked like they were side by side, to be honest.
Yeah, but he kept pushing that out further and further wide. I don't know, it was not only my angle, so he probably had a better angle of it than I did.
Matthew was on the apex, so he couldn't push any further left. I don't know whether Ants just come across to try and cut him off. I don't think they know the impact was intentional. See if there's anything that comes of that.
It's an interesting move there. Credit's due, he's just got past.
Oh, contact. Oh, who's that? Is that Ruger?
Yeah, Ruger and Benji. Watch Benji.
Yeah, I'm on board with Benji. I felt that was a little bit of a naughty from Ruger there, to be honest.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Looked like he literally took Matthew's nose off. That's why Matthew gave him a little flash in the lights there to say, look, mate, up here.
Keen all over the back end of Slater there as well. You can't get near him this time.
He's back in a little bit because he came out of the slip going into turn 1 as well. Well, he's just kind of resetting himself. Oh, now FD has dropped Ben. Ben's now 1.4 seconds off of Nick. Nick's still just half a second behind Lodge.
Oi.
Slayer, good, isn't it? Just making that Ford rather wide. Up to the pleasure of Keane. Happily dispatch it in his Porsche.
I think
We almost dead.
the key lesson about tonight is this track is horrible for overtaking.
I said that at the very start, didn't I? It's very limited, mate. We could see Keane put a move on Slater here.
It was upside.
Excellent. 12 needs to avoid that. Oh, but that braking from Slater just knocked Keane out of sync there. I think he had the momentum, he had to kind of brake to avoid contact.
That's the thing with these cars, are so different in characteristics that you have to be careful. The car doesn't do what the other car does.
Just up to Stately here is in the 142 McLaren, currently sitting 20th spot, sat behind Sexton, so Sexton has lost another place from when we visited him last time. So going backwards, Rob, wanting this early in the season. It could be a track thing. So some tracks are a hit, some tracks are a miss.
Getting very juicy between Keane and Slater. Final 10 minutes.
Jump back on.
Just
jump back on that.
This is where BoA famously starts getting juicy. Because
This is where Roy
themselves out.
There's a bit of excessive light flashing from Keane here.
He might be thinking that he's being blocked.
There's the flashing again. It's not blocking. I think to be honest with you, it just looks like Slayer he's got some good placement with the car. Unless it's in relation to the braking, not braking. It feels like he's been brake checked.
Oh, it's getting really close now.
He's going to the ABS kick in. Next, so Lodge is taking another 100th of a second. Off of FD, so he's pushing FD back. Right, what's going on with Jones? Jones has lost another 2 seconds off of Nick. We got a fuel issue? He would have under fuel, surely.
Would seem amateurish, wouldn't it?
That would.
Maybe he just backs off.
Backed off? Why did he back off, man? That's nice.
You've been in the party with this lot, who knows what's going on in there? Oh, Paul and Slater and Keane. There's contact between Keane and Slater. Keane is not happy. And you poke an American, he ain't going to let you pass. Keane now having to get defensive from Paul. Paul goes for the inside, moved it.
Right.
Catches Keane asleep. Through goes Paul.
Right, I'm just watching the braking here of Slater, and I've just seen something. I'm a bit. I don't understand. Right, here we go. On the exit, right, he's putting the power down. He's tapping the brake. So, is there something going on here?
Maybe it's his pedals might be flickering. Only needs a tiny bit.
14.
Yeah.
Here we go. Look, he's flat out. He's right. So yeah,
he wouldn't be.
Maybe he's got.
He wouldn't be braking there, mate.
Maybe he's got dust or something in the pedals. That's why it's registered on the brake. That could be why you've got Keane getting a little bit upset. I think he's the guy's chucking the brakes on.
Free brake tested.
We had this with Diesel. Brakes were
showing the front. Just ahead of this. This is going to get juicy. See that was Gaz.
Contact with Sean there. Contact.
Yeah, it's going to be going on in the chat there, I reckon. Oh, Paul's gone deep there now, and there's a car in the way. Jesus Christ.
There's Gaz Johnson. Yeah, Sean was a sandwich between Keane and Gaz Johnson there, who was a car that was being lapped.
Contact between Keane and Braun. Oh, just about hold it.
Yeah. I was on the problem there, so I was kind of getting a little bit of a love tap. No.
Problem is Keane is quicker than Braun, so Braun's going to struggle to keep him behind him.
Something's going right. Nick FD's had an incident, so he was half a second behind Delhi.
Lodge
8.3 seconds.
Lodge just disappeared.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Right, so that's 1. 2, Jones is now on with 4.5 seconds behind Nick. So
yeah,
I reckon
but Ant's not catching him either. That stayed about 7 seconds.
1 second? Almost 5 seconds?
He might just backed off, mate.
I reckon he's coasting.
Yeah, he's probably just backed off.
He's a field thing. I'll put a pound on it. It's a field thing. Let me know.
Might be wrong.
Just going to pass car number 11. So Kennedy's just made a move on Keane. Kennedy now looking to chase down Sean in the number 88 Mercedes.
Keane's going to be screwed. Well, yeah, he was up against Slater, and now he's down behind Kennedy.
Going around turn 8, he is in the turn 9 left-hander. Little kind of turn 10, hard braking to get the car rotate into 11, and then flat out up to the uphill right hand. Turn 12, wide that inside curb.
He's sticking with Kennedy. Less than 5 minutes to go. 4 laps.
Ruger still not past Matthew. Still got a battle going on for a 6th spot. Ruger finds himself 0.8 down on Matthew at the moment. Ruger under north threat from Gross. He's 5 seconds away.
Yeah, he's taking 3 temps out of him. We're just keeping an eye on that gap, and it was 9 temps. So Ruger's definitely got the pace, but he gets a big old tag slap on the exits there.
We see a move stately on Savio here. 0.2. This will be the battle for 18th. Looks like he's going to have a look up the inside for turn 14. Looks like he's going to make a stick. Nice clean move there from Stately. Takes the 18th spot away from Savio.
Savio, I'll be having a word with him. He's yielding again.
Is that what it is? I think.
Yeah, he just likes to race. Bit of a nilby. I think Keane may have cooked his tyres.
I think. I'll put 2 down on Candy, any. I mean, the Porsche isn't the best car on tyres. Let's be fair. It's really not the best car on tyres.
Paul puts in pressure on Slater. Huxley. Oh, sorry, that looks a lot closer than it was, but Slater getting it wrong. Paul surely with a better run. Paul right up his backside. He knows not to bother moving because he's now got the opportunity, I think.
Look up the inside.
City Control is struggling for grip through that section, and he's called course. Speaking of courses,
We are courses.
we're back with season 2
we
golf
are.
tomorrow night from
Ooh.
7 p.m. do have about 15 players, I believe. Oh, Paul almost made contact again.
Yeah, get tight. We are just literally 2 minutes left of this race. 58 minutes have gone, 2 minutes left. 37 laps in. The current race leader is Cyril in the BMW, number 33, 2.5 seconds leading over second place, which is Zelly, and Zelly has 9 seconds on Nick in third.
This is silly. I mean, you've got to say great defending from what we've seen from Slater. We've not seen any deliberate blocking.
I think questions will be asked about the braking, but I think it probably is crapping his pedals.
Yeah.
More drive through for Ruger. Oh no!
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's going to drop him right back.
Yeah, that'll be all the chasing of Matthew there, mate.
About 14th, 15th, I reckon. Well, actually,
absolutely not dying.
Yeah, it's going to take 30-second penalty at the end.
9 minutes to the race, that's not what you want. Kennedy having a look at Riggs, who's not quite on yet. Riggs is very, very focused on Slate here. He needs to make sure he's checking his mirrors. And Kennedy is just waiting to pounce if these two have a bit of a come to.
King's close.
We're inside the last minute, guys.
Right, man, neither is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
We are racing at Valencia. This is Gt3 Sunday Season 16.
Paul couldn't get
That's got for Ruger.
Yeah, and Lodge as well. Don't know what happened to Lodge. Oh, contact!
Oh,
He's going to have to yield. Well, he can't. He can't yield.
Oh, he's not. He's got Kennedy right behind him, though.
Yeah.
Tron's in a really tough spot here because he's going to make the move, he's going to make it. But if he doesn't make the move, he's potentially just going to lose what he's been fighting for here.
Someone around the back of the drive through. I reckon Ruger might be better off taking the padding at the end. Probably would have been shorter.
Yeah. So race leader is coming through 11, 3 corners to go. And that'll be Cyril claiming victory here at Valencia.
Yeah, solid drive from him tonight.
It's still not bad, mate. He's backed himself up into 7. It's a good recovery drive from the cross. That's a good recovery drive.
Yeah, I think Paul should be in the right hands to be strong around here. But,
as we see Cyril.
Yeah, coming towards the line. Well done, sir.
The leader has finished the race.
And Zolly in second. Spax is going to come home to claim the 3rd place and the final podium spot. And Jones in 4th. Maffitti in 5th. Matthew in 6th. Ross will come home to claim 7th. Bakowski, very quiet race, but he's going to come home and claim 8th. Ruger after his drive-through, not too bad, to come out in 9th.
That's not bad.
Huxley in 10th.
Could be a lot worse.
Yep. And Slater and Prohl and Kennedy having a look now. Did he get side by side? Not quite.
3 corners to go.
Yeah, none of them are really overtaking opportunities. Slater with a R angle with a defensive masterclass.
Yeah, done very, very well when it comes to placement of the Ford there. Very well raced and driven by Slater.
But Huxley claims 10th, Slater 11th, Briggs 12th, Kennedy 13th, Keane in 14th, Richmond in 15th, and the rest is on the screen. So we did have 2 retirements by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Tidman did join briefly. Why he joined and left straight away, I do not know. But yeah, there we have it. Gt3 Sunday is finished for another week.
fastest lap, mate. So it was Zelly.
Yeah.
And it was on lap 27 with a 131.026. Fastest lap of the race.
We're not going to bother with a post-race review tonight, just because
F1.
What I will do is review what I see, hopefully Prong saved the race, and then I will put it to the admin and we will take a vote. But I believe there was only the one incident about. But, on the quiet, I will be streaming the F1 over on Discord in just a minute. So, but I'm going to wrap up the stream right here. So, thank you very much. So, thank you very much, CJ. See you in a fortnight.
Yes, I'll be back in 2 weeks, mate. 2 weeks.
Lovely. Okay, so, but yeah, we'll see the rest of you on Wednesday or tomorrow night for golf.
Oof. Goof.
And we have Gt3 Cup on Wednesdays. So thank you all, and we'll see you all Wednesday. Bye bye.
Take care.